It's pretty amazing when you think that a text from 1400 years ago could hold a blueprint for a good life that feels, well, completely modern. Today, we're going to dive into a really special part of the Quran's 16th chapter, An-Nahl. We're talking about 10 verses that lay out this powerful and honestly super practical guide to living a life filled with purpose. I mean, we all want a good life, right? We chase after things, a great job, a happy home, maybe just some peace and quiet. But what if the real secret to a good life isn't about what we manage to get, but about how we choose to live? This ancient passage kind of flips the script on that whole idea, and it might just change the way you see things. And the blueprint it lays out is so complete. It's this holistic approach that starts with the big picture, our impact on the world. Then it zooms right in on who we are when nobody's watching. And finally, it brings it all home to that quiet inner sanctuary of our own soul. So, you ready to walk through this? Here's our game plan. First, we're going to lay the foundation, which is all about creating a just society. Then, on top of that, we'll build the framework of personal integrity. And finally, we'll explore that inner sanctuary that really protects our spirit. It's this incredible journey from the outside in. Okay, so our journey starts with just a single verse. But what a verse! It acts like a moral compass for all of society. It's this incredibly concentrated statement about the kind of world we should be trying to build together, one that's built on fairness, on real kindness, and on compassion. So check this out. Verse 90 gives us this perfect, beautiful balance. On one side, you have the three big commands: be just, strive for excellence, and take care of your family and community. And on the other side, you've got the three big things to avoid: immorality, all kinds of bad behavior, and depression. This isn't just some random list. It's a whole system. Justice is the absolute bedrock. Taking care of kin is the social safety net. And excellence, well, that elevates everything. The flip side is just as powerful. Immorality rots you from the inside, bad conduct poisons the community, and depression just shatters trust completely. I really want to zoom in on that middle word, ihsan, because it is such a beautiful concept. See, justice, or adl, means you pay someone a fair wage for their work. That's the baseline. But ihsan is paying them that fair wage and also asking how their family is doing, offering a genuine word of thanks, showing you actually see them as a person. It's the huge difference between just doing what's right and doing what is truly good and beautiful. All right, so once that foundation for a just society is set, the focus shifts. It zooms in from the collective we to the individual me. And this is where we build the framework of our own personal integrity. And believe it or not, it all hinges on one simple but unbelievably powerful idea: keeping your word. The message here is crystal clear. Your word is your bond, period. When you make a promise, especially when you make an oath, you've brought God in as your witness. It becomes this sacred trust. So breaking it isn't just, bad manners. It's a deep moral problem that just tears at the fabric of society. It's about being someone people can actually count on. And the text gives us this brilliant image to really drive the point home. Just imagine it. You spent hours patiently, skillfully spinning loose fibers into a strong, useful piece of thread. And then, once it's finally perfect, you just start unraveling it. You destroy your own hard work. That's exactly what breaking a promise is. It's this self-defeating act that undoes the very trust and value that you yourself built. So it all boils down to a clear choice. You can play games with your words, try to get some small, temporary advantage, what the Quran calls a small price, or you can be a person of your word. You can choose integrity and earn something that is lasting and real. It's a huge gut check on where our real values are, isn't it? The fleeting versus the eternal. And here is the payoff. For those who make the right choice, the reward isn't just something waiting in the next life. No, it's the profound promise of a hayatan tayyibah, which literally means a good life. A life of substance and contentment right here and right now. So what's the formula for this good life? It's beautifully simple. Just two ingredients: having faith and then acting on that faith by doing good things. And I love this part. The verse explicitly says man or woman, making it absolutely clear this promise is for everyone. And the result? It's a 2-for-1 deal. You get a good, meaningful life in this world, and you get the best possible reward in the next. Okay, so we've got the foundation for a good society and the framework for a good person. But what about our inner world? How do we protect our hearts and minds from all the noise and negativity that tries to pull us down? Well, that brings us to the final piece of the blueprint, creating a sanctuary for the soul. And the guidance it gives is so simple, so practical. It says, before you even begin to engage with the Quran, first take a conscious moment. Seek refuge in God from any negative influence. It's this intentional act. It's like clearing the static off the line so you can hear the message with total clarity and an open heart. Now, this next verse is incredibly empowering. It flat out tells us that those negative influences, personified here as Satan, have no real authority, no actual power over a person who believes and puts their trust in God. That just changes the whole dynamic, doesn't it? It says the power isn't with some outside force, it's in our choice of who we rely on. So, what's the big takeaway here? It means our faith isn't just some passive belief system. No, it's an active spiritual shield. Those negative influences can only grab hold if we give them an opening, if we choose to align with them. But when we actively choose to rely on God, we build this incredible spiritual resilience. It's a powerful message of empowerment. So, this entire journey, from public justice to personal integrity, all the way to inner peace, it's a timeless blueprint for a truly meaningful life. It's a roadmap that's just as relevant today as it was 14 centuries ago. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. In your own life, your own world, where can you start building a better society, a better self, and a more peaceful soul?